A QAnon believer and anti-vaxxer from the state, from Chicago, from the state of Illinois, decided that, ivermectin is the way to go. I'm not going to get vaccinated, but this person unfortunately died early Sunday morning following a public battle with COVID-19. Now, when this woman was hospitalized, there was a growing call to treat her with ivermectin. Veronica Wolski is her name, 64 years old. She died at Amita Resurrection Medical Hospital or Center from pneumonia due to COVID-19 with hypothyroidism as a contributing factor, and that's according to the medical examiner's office. This story takes many unfortunate twists and turns. There she is, she was known in Chicago for not only supporting conspiracy theories, but she would typically be on a bridge in Chicago where she would, spew anti-vaccine propaganda. Now, the hospital did not want to give her ivermectin. That led to a campaign by her supporters demanding that the hospital use ivermectin on her, even though there's no data indicating that ivermectin, a drug for parasitic infections, is in fact a treatment for COVID-19. For more than a week, her supporters had besieged the hospital with demands that she be given ivermectin. The medication is typically used to treat diseases caused by parasitic worms. The hospital said last week that it was flooded with hundreds of calls and emails as a result of the campaign. Over the weekend, some of Wolski's, her name's Wolski. Some of Wolski's supporters even tried to get the hospital to discharge her. Now, the hospital said that its doctors and clinicians, following the guidance and the data from the CDC, did not use ivermectin, but that did not deter her supporters. For instance, Lynn Wood, who was one of the loons who tried to claim that the election was stolen from Donald Trump, also played a role in this. He called the hospital to essentially harass them. Let's watch.
How may I help you?
Yes, tell me your name again.
This is JP.
JP, my name is Lynn Wood. I'm a lawyer. I'm calling you from South Carolina. You have a patient in your hospital named Veronica Wolski. The individual with her medical power of attorney is demanding that she be released immediately. There's an ambulance, wait, I'm not through yet. There's an ambulance waiting for her outside. There is a medical doctor waiting for her to treat her. If you do not release her, you're going to be guilty of murder. Do you understand what murder is?
So then she died. Veronica, he also said things like Veronica is being murdered at Amita Resurrection Hospital. He wrote that in one of his posts on Telegram. That campaign came to an end with Wolski's death on Sunday morning, but the drama continued. After her death, police were called to the hospital following reports of a disturbance. In a video posted online, a woman who Wood said had been given Wolski's power of attorney is seen confronting a police officer and demanding that she be allowed into the hospital and perform a wellness check on Wolski. The officer told the woman the hospital was not going to allow that to happen. And then later, they essentially demanded that they had access to her body, which I'll give you more details about in just a second. But it's just lunatics harassing a hospital, demanding that they treat a patient with a drug that has not been proven to treat coronavirus. And in the meantime, hospitals are overwhelmed with COVID patients and other patients who have other medical emergencies are being turned away as a result of all this nonsense. Honestly, the hospital should have just released her. Go ahead, release her. Go ahead, do what you're gonna do. Let's see how it plays out for you.
No, but you know what would happen then?
The hospital would be sued.
Yes,
yeah.
Then her family would sue her and say, why didn't you give her the proper medical treatment? And then in court, they could prove that they didn't give her the proper medical treatment by releasing her.
Yeah.
Because it's not right to release her. That's the wrong thing to do for her health. And so they're gonna get sued if she dies, if they release her. If they keep her, you have these like zombies, these brain dead lunatics harassing them 24/7. By the way, guys, on the show a couple of weeks ago, a lot of you saw it with your own eyes, I predicted that they would start attacking the doctors, that they would start saying that it's not that the doctors are saving them, it's that the doctors are killing them. That's exactly what they're doing here. So Anna read you the quote from Linwood about murder, but he's got more. He said, now on earth, it is our responsibility to ensure that these medical murders stop now and the perpetrators be brought to justice. And he said, now we go to war. So he's calling for violence against doctors and workers at hospitals who are trying to save your lives. And by the way, we have no rule of law in this country. This full-blown lunatic is running around threatening murder after murder, or saying, oh, they did murder, we need justice, right? And we need to go to war. And it's not an allegory, it doesn't appear to be a political analogy. He's saying they murdered this person, we need to act right now and to get justice in a war. So, and by the way, people are showing up at the hospital. So that's the state we're in. And we have no cops to protect us. Whenever it's a right winger, they're above the law.
Totally.
They can call for violence endlessly. And the cops are like, well, I don't see any violence. I don't see any threats. Oh, they're good patriotic Americans calling for freedom, where they're endangering the lives of nurses and doctors who have risked their lives to protect you. So more from the lunatics. QAnon channel said that she was kidnapped and murdered, and the tyrannical medical tyranny must be ended. So they're frothing themselves up, getting ready to do stupid stuff. Another commenter wrote, RIP to one of the biggest patriots of current times. I called that extermination camp Amita many times last night, and Police District 16 to report an attempted murder. So now they're calling hospitals extermination camps. Because look guys, we called them all sorts of names, and the mainstream media were like, tut. These are good Americans with a disagreement with you. It's an honest disagreement. Maybe we should listen to all the doctors in the world, or maybe we should be lunatics and say a rando online, who I don't know who he is, knows better than 99% of the world's doctors. No, it's not either or. One side is correct and has all the facts, science, and logic behind it. The other side is lunatic, ignorant mouth breathers. Okay, so Lynn Wood, Mike Flynn's part of this, of course, the same thing, going around now endangering people's lives that are trying to help you. Because we never put an end to it. We treat it as if it was legitimate. It is not legitimate. They are full-blown nuts. They believe in things that aren't remotely true. 2 + 2 does not equal 5 or 187 or freedom. Whatever.
Yep. And the entire country is held hostage by these people. That's the frustrating thing.
And then, by the way, then they shame us and they say, oh, you got to feel sympathy for Veronica. Do I?
No, I don't.
Do I?
I'm sorry.
She took up a hospital bed for someone who was actually sick with her dumb theories, which unfortunately got her killed. What did we do? We tried to save her life. We said, hey, Veronica and all of you out there, listen to who cares about us? Who cares about stupid talk show hosts? Listen to doctors and scientists. And they said, me no like doctor, me no like scientist, me legitimate. No, you not legitimate, you moron. And then unfortunately in Veronica's case, because we still are humanitarian and we care. So now she's dead, and that sucks. It sucks for her and her loved ones.
It sucks for her loved ones, that's for sure. It sucks that her loved ones couldn't talk any sense. My empathy, it's got its limits, and this is the limit. So it is what it is.
If your loved ones are in a Republican cult, get them out, because their life literally depends on it. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.